out where the whiskey drowns. Memories in the shadow of the old pine trees. Does devils dance where the church once burned? A lesson hard and cold I learned. Moonlight cast a guilty shade on silent streets where our promises lay. Echoes of a train set way, a ghost of smoke on a forgotten trail. There's no mercy in the ashes, no tears left to cry. Beneath these cursed skies, even the strong don't survive. In the heart of the silent desert, where old loves go to die. No mercy in the ashes, no use in asking why. I found her locket in the dirt, next to where the earth still hurt. Her whispers haunt the canyon winds, a melody of our lost sins. We played with fire, we crossed the line in a town that God left behind. Blindly swore we'd never part. Now her betrayal's a thorn in my heart. There's no mercy in the ashes, vengeance keeps me warm. The night holds no peace in the eye of the storm, lost in the echoes of a love that's torn, damned by the land forlorn. No mercy in the ashes, where only ghosts are born. Underneath the starlit curse, my sorrow's written in the universe. Facing down the end alone, this outlaw heart has turned to stone. With every shadow that I chase, I see her treason in my place. A showdown with the past I dread, in a town too cursed to dead. There's no mercy in the ashes, the end's already penned. On this path of retribution, where even devils fear to tread, let the dust claim what it wishes, for in the silence I confess. There's no mercy in the ashes, just the dust of my regrets. So pour another whiskey, let the bottle tell what's left. In the land of broken shadows, with a heartache I've been blessed. In the whispers of the desert, I've laid my dreams to rest. There's no mercy in the ashes, in the silence I confess. Out here where the shadows meld with the dirt in a ghost town, with the stories untold, the sun bleeds red over cursed lands. Whiskey bottles lay with the secrets they hold. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand. Train whistles moan through the silent expanse. Forgotten graves underfoot, whispering sins as the twilight flickers in a deadly romance. Hear those whispers in the ashes, calling out the past. Faded voices of the damned ashes, rising with the dust. She was an angel, or so I believed. Her laughter once echoed a melody sweet, but betrayals of venom that festers and sees found her true colors in the lies she'd weave. A lover's pact written under a blood moon's light turned to a double cross by the dawn's early rise. Now every burned out building and every forsaken night holds the echo of her deceit and goodbye. Hear those whispers in the ashes, calling out the past. Faded voices of the damned seeking peace at last. Each ember tells a tale of a love that's turned to rust. Whispers in the ashes, rising with the dawn. In the heart of the desert I face my ghost, the mirage of her memory, the specter I love. I poured the whiskey on the ground where we kissed, set fire to the past, let the flames reminisce. Now whispers in the ashes, lay your spirits to rest. No more haunting, no more sorrow in this silent desert's breast. Let the wind carry away all that once was us. Whispers in the ashes, settle into dust. Shadow of the gallows where the cold wind moans lies a tale of a man, buried bones beneath stones. Whiskey bottle in his hand and a heart turned to rust, haunted by the memories in the desert dust. Beneath the dusty boots lies a story untold of love lost and betrayal in the days of old, where the sun bleeds red on the cursed land, echoes of a gun held in a trembling hand. He rode through silent towns with a ghost by his side, chasing whispers of love that long ago died. In the churchyard at midnight where the dead trees weep, he swore an oath over her grave, a promise he'd keep. Beneath the dusty boots lies a story untold of love lost and betrayal in the days of old. Through dust storms and sorrow, past the devil's gate, he rides seeking vengeance, fueled by love and hate. Under the pale moonlight he faced the traitor's eyes, a brother in blood, now an enemy in disguise. Two shots rang out like a train whistle's cry. One man stood, one man laid ready to die. Beneath the dusty boots, a tale of revenge unfolds in the heart of the desert where the night is cold. A gunfighter's legacy carved in the sand, leaving nothing but footprints and a shaking hand. Under a sky painted with sorrow's bruise, a ghost town whispers under the moon's faint light. Dust devils dance where the church bells used to ring, and whiskey's my companion through the cold, unforgiving night. Footsteps echo across forgotten graves in this cursed land where only the lost are brave. Spin, spin, black sun walls and shadows where lost lovers once had danced, burning past old regrets that haunt underneath the black sun where hope doesn't stand a chance. Her laughter was a melody, a sweet and haunting tune, now swallowed by the silence of this desolate expanse. Promises crumble like the church consumed by fire. In the ash her locket lies, a victim of her cursed romance. Train whistles moan a dirge across the barren plain, a sound that's now a lullaby for pain that still remains. Spin, spin, black sun walls in shadows where old memories twist and glance, burning dreams, tender hearts that dawn underneath the black sun where spirits still enchant. At the crossroads stood the devil with a grin, offered me a vengeful path with whispers of the sin. But in the dust storm's wrath I saw her face again. In the eye of the storm my heart knew it was the end. So spin, spin, black sun walls and echoes of what used to be my heart's last dance. No more tears for this path I've sought. Underneath the black sun I embrace the darkness I once fought. In the haunted desert silence my revolver lays beside, with the black sun as my witness. It's here my demons abide. Unless in the burning barn, under the shadow of a hickory old and worn, smoke rises up where the heart of town was torn. A whiskey bottle lay shattered, story untold. In the burning barn, revenge unfolds so cold. No mercy in the burning barn, flames licking sky so dull. Goes to you like dust, through my fingers you pull. This cursed land whispers with the cries of the scorn. In the amber glow only shadows dance, forever mourned. A trail of forgotten graves to broken promises led. Her locket by the oak where our love once bled. Came midnight, a train whistle cut through despair. Echoes bounce off a church standing empty in the mercy in the burning barn. Flames against sky so dull, goes to you like dust. Through my fingers you pull. This cursed land whispers with the cries of the scorn. In the amber glow only shadows dance forevermore. In the ashes, face to face with the ghost of my fate. Haunted by the fires of hell, I open the gate. A showdown with the past where the truth is born. In the heart of the blaze I stand, broken and torn. No mercy in the burning barn. A gunslinger's hymn echoing across lands where hope grows dim. Take a breath, let the fire consume what's been torn. In the silence of surrender, a new resolve is born. On the edge where the shadows merge with the light, old St. Jude's met its fate on a cold, starless night. Whiskey bottle in my hand as the flames kiss the sky. The ghost town whispered secrets beneath the mournful cry. Echoes from the church fire burning through my soul. Every ember story of love and of control. Cursed is the land where the lost lovers meet under a blood-red moon in the heat. She was an angel with eyes like the stormy seas, her laughter a melody carried on the desert breeze. But jealousy's a serpent, it strikes without a sound. Found her with another before the church burned down. Echoes from the church fire screaming into the night. Whispers of the betrayal that fueled the deadly light. Haunted is the heart that's been torn by deceit. In the silence of the ashes where memories repeat. Now I roam these cursed lands with dust storms in my way. The train whistles a reminder of the vows we did forsake. A specter in the ruins where our love used to bloom. forgotten graves and the never-ending gloom. Echoes from the church fire, a requiem of the past, in the hollow echo of the bell I found my peace at last. Forgiveness is a journey on a lonesome, endless road, where shadows merge with light and the stories are retold. There's a tale that whispers through the deadwood trees, where the moon casts shadows cold and stark, in a ghost town's heart beneath the rusted keys lies a casket crowned with roses dark. A whiskey bottle rolls, the dusty street lies bare, train whistles mourn beneath the sky so vast. That casket hides the secrets of a love beyond repair, a story of a passion that couldn't last. Beneath the roses in the casket lie the dreams that turn to dust. Each petal holds a tale of sorrow wrapped in betrayal's bitter crust. He was a drifter, she was wild as the prairie wind. Together they blaze like a desert sun, but love that burns so fiercely soon finds its bitter end. Under a blood-red sky their fates were spun. In the silence of a church where vows were once declared, a blaze took hold, the flames kissed the sky. He found her locket in the ashes, realized he still cared, but in the heart of night he heard goodbye. Beneath the roses in the casket lie the dreams that turn to dust. Each thorn's a memory of laughter fading into darkness like a ghost. On a night when dust storms whispered, he returned to where love died. Stood before the casket under starlight, faced the truths from which he'd hide. A shot rang out like thunder, vengeance called his name. The desert air carried his ragged breath, her specter in the wind, calling out in blame as he knelt, defeated, confronting death. Beneath the roses in the casket he laid down his weary head, forgiveness or damnation, whichever waits in lands of dread. Each rose a marker of what once could be, underneath just shadows set free. In the shadow of the valley where the sun forgets to shine, I ride alone past whispers in the pines. Dust kicks up neath the hooves of my old gray mare. Ghost towns echo tales of despair. A whiskey bottle clinks against my side as I ride toward vengeance with nowhere to hide. Riding through the last ride under a blood churches where the lost souls lie. Hear the train whistle mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm chasing shadows on this long last ride. The wind-house secrets of a cursed land. Once loved a woman, she slipped right through my hands. Betrayed by a brother, now foe, not a friend. Left me for dead in a story that he penned. But the desert knows the sins of night, and in its sands I plot my fight. Riding through the last ride under a blood-red sky, past forgotten graves where the dust storms fly. Hear the train whistle mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm facing demons on this long last ride. In the mirror of the night, face to face with my past. Every scar, every wrong, shadows cast. With the ending near, this tale's last page, I'll meet my fate with a gunfighter's rage. This is my confession, this is my goodbye. Hear the train whistle sing a hymn so wild and wide. I'm embracing darkness on this last solemn ride. No more shadows, just the truth by my side. Under a blood-red sky, in the town of Willow's End, echoes of train whistles cut through the silence like a friend. Whiskey bottles lay scattered, secrets hidden beneath the sand. Where chapels once stood, now only shadows of the damned. In the ashes of the lost love, where my haunted heart resides, every breeze whisper betrayal under the moon's watchful eyes. Burning memories in the dust, like churches set to flame. The ghost of you still lingers, a curse I cannot name. The night you vanished, a dust storm took your trace, left me with nothing but a locket and the memory of your grace. They say you chose the darkness with a heartbreaker smile, left me alone with our sins in this cursed mile. In the ashes of the lost love, where sorrow never dies, the winds scream of vengeance beneath the starless skies, haunting the silent deserts where our fates were overthrown. Ghost town, forevermore alone. At the crossroads, by the forgotten graves, I found your truth written in the silver light of a merciless cold moon. Your betrayal, a knife's edge sharpened, oh so real. In the vast, endless night, a broken heart to steal. In the ashes of the lost love, I lay my spirit bare. In the smoking ruins of passion, I found my despair. But in this lonely battle, revenge stirs in the dust. I'll rise from these ashes for justice for us. So let the desert swallow the story. Let the sands claim the pain. In the ashes of the lost love, only the echoes remain. In the town of Whiskey Gulch, beneath a lurid sky, the wind whispers secrets and the vultures fly. A lone church stands burning, its bell silent and spent, in the heart of a land where even angels fear to tread. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the stormy nights. Lost souls and shadowed dreams flicker in the light. A tale of a man scorned, betrayed by love so wild. Riding through cursed lands, a heart that's never reconciled. Once loved a girl as fierce as the desert storm. Her lies cut deeper than the thorns of a rose full worn. Left him with nothing but a bottle and a faded photograph. On a dusty trail for vengeance, a ghost in his own aftermath. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the moonlit plains. Whispers the past like the sound of distant trains. Bound by a promise over a forgotten grave. Through silent deserts and the choices we bring. By the light of a dying star, he faced the man in black. Words unspoken in the shootout, no turning back. As the gun smoke clear, truth came undone. Revenge or salvation, what has his anger won? Echoes from the revenge, a tale that never dies. Riding towards the sunset beneath the vast unending skies. Forgiveness or a bullet, only the desert knows. Buried in the sands where the lonely wind blows.
Out past the rattlesnake plains where the dead rivers lie, under a blood moon sky, the coyotes cry. Whiskey bottle clutched in a trembling hand, through the ghost town shadow stands a broken man. Midnight and the gunslinger eyes like funeral pyres, haunted by the howling winds, encircled by the fires. His heart's a graveyard of dreams under a cursed land's curse. Every step he takes is a chapter in a verse. Betrayed by a brother, turned their love to night. In the dust storm's wrath, he heard the train whistle moan, a call from the depths like a siren to his bones. Midnight in the gunslinger, the vengeance riding his spine. Echoes of a burning church play hymns in his mind. The past is a shadow, a gun's cold bite. Promises whisper in the winds of the endless night. At the edge of town, he faces down his kin. Words are wind in the silence, bullets spin. Truth strikes sharper than the sharpest knife. Betrayals cost paid back a life for a life. Midnight in the gunslinger, now he's riding alone. Past forgotten graves where wild roses are grown. The desert holds his secrets and the stars know his sins. He rides toward a horizon where redemption begins or ends. Silent desert under blood-red moon's glow stood a man with a bottle of whiskey where the winds of regret blow. The town was just a shadow, a memory of smoke and flame. The ghost of a church still ringing, a hymn bearing his name. Oh, the devil's deal and the drifting smoke, signed in the shadows where the lost souls choke. Whispers on the dust storm's cry, telling tales of how you'll never die. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy skies, but the devil had his due under those cursed sunrise. Betrayal came on a cold train's whistle, far and keen. Left nothing but her locket and dreams that could have been. The devil's deal in the dusk and the smoke that blinds. Promises made in the dark bind the strongest minds. Echoes of her laughter swallowed by the sand. In the heart of the cursed lands where we stand. Face to face with the past in the eye of a dust-swirled fight. The ghosts of wronged hearts rising with the night.
found her grave unmarked beneath the desert scorn. Whispered sorry to the winds, a love reborn. So here's to the devil's deal and the ever-burning smoke, in the land of lost chances where hope is a cruel joke. Raise a glass to the sky, to the love and life I forsake, riding out with the dawn for my damn soul's sake. This song paints the somber picture of a wanderer, wrestling with his past and the deals cast in the shadows that have shaped his fate, all carried by a melody, as weathered as the story it tells.
Underneath the blood-red sky of a town too lost to die, whiskey bottles lay scattered, sermons turned to ash and rye. A wandering shadow stirs the dust, casting sins in old coyote cries in that dim-lit ghostly hollow where even the brave don't dare to pry. Oh, the devil's shadows, they roam at will through silent deserts and past the chill, on a cursed land where time stands still. They dance on graves where dreams once spilled. That shadow's mine, worn and weary from the years, chased by a love lost in the whispers of old train gears. The trail's knife cut deep, left nothing but salted tears in her eyes. A fire burned, now gone, snuffed out by my darkest fears. Oh, the devil's shadows, they creep and bend round forgotten graves where old loves end. With each haunting step, they mock and rend the hearts of those who can ascend. Dust storm, I saw her face, haunting and stark. A vision so vivid it tore the night apart. Revenge, she whispered, a ghostly lark. Now I follow her into the shadows, deep and dark. So here I stand in the devil's own narrows, where churches burn and justice narrows. With a gun in hand across the gallows, I follow her lead in the devil's shadows. Each line echoes like a ballad cried from the depths of a haunted desert, a tale of loss and relentless pursuit, whispered under the vast, uncaring stars. Out where the train whistles cut through the night, amongst ghost towns and graves, forgotten type, a dusty bottle stands half empty, poison grace, beside a tattered gown of old weary lace. The moon casts shadow
churches where sin sleep within. Oh, we dance the ashes and lace waltz sweet and slow under stars that no longer dare to glow. Her whispers in the dark like a serpent's hiss in this ghostly ballroom sealed with a traitor's kiss. She was sunlight slicing through my cursed land, a beauty fierce with a tempest in her hand. But the devil's in the dust storm, spinning tales of deceit. Her heart was a bounty and I too blind to retreat. Whiskey told truths that daylight dared to hide in the echo of our love, a specter bride. Yes, we danced the ashes and lace waltz, lost in low past shadows that the burning church did throw. Her laughter once a melody, now cold sharp twist in this desolate waltz by betrayal kissed. The mirror cracked a silver faded black. I saw her ghost in the lace, no turning back. With each step the floorboards creak with blame in the dance hall of shadows. I called her name, so I danced the ashes and lace waltz alone and stark, with the phantom in my arms in the desert dark. Revenge a bitter trail from the lies we spun in the haunted night under a blood-red sun. This heart worn down by a waltz so vile, yet I spin, step and sway, caught in her ghostly smile.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the sun forgot to rise, lies a town too scared to whisper under cursed and stormy skies. Dust devils dance with secrets in the streets where we once tread, past the church with scorched black windows and the whispers of the dead. Hear the winds in the cursed land calling soft by night, revenge on chilling breezes beneath the pale moonlight. Each broken soul's a story of love that's turned to sand, all trapped beneath the silence in the whispers of this land. Whiskey bottles lay forgotten in the bar where ghosts reside. Train whistles moan in distances where my old love used to hide. That night the wind was screaming as the fire took its claim, left nothing but her locket and our love a whispered name. Hear the weirs in the cursed land, cries that pierce the dark, burning tales of old betrayals and hearts forever marked. Each step stirs the ash of memories and dreams that couldn't stand, all buried in the quiet and the whispers of this
the crossroads under starlight, where the silent saguaros stand, face the echo of my fury, the ghost of who I am. In the dust I saw her face, and all the pain at hand. The land holds every secret, like a curse upon the sand. Now the whispers in the cursed land, they sing a lonesome tune of love lost to the shadows and hearts out of tune. I walk these haunted valleys where our dreams were planned, fading in the echoes of the whispers of this land.
Riding through the dusty boots, under skies of thunderous gloom, crossing trails of broken stones in this town so small. Whiskey bottle clutched in hand, shadows stretch from cursed lands. Echoes of a train-sad whistle rides the wind through thorns and thistle. I'm riding through the revenge past forgotten graves, haunted by the love I lost and the choices that I made. Each hoofbeat a pounding plea beneath the hanging tree, in search of peace or ending, whichever waits for me. By the light of a lone star peeking across the plain, her voice still speaking in a churchyard. Fires wake among the embers, my heart stakes. Betrayal's kiss on her cold lips led me to this apocalypse. A life for a life, the old law reads. In the dust my conscience bleeds. Riding through the revenge by silent desert's edge, ghosts of what we could have been, dancing over the ledge. With every mile I claim, I'm called by her name, carving lines of fate and blame in the sands of shame. In the mirror of the night, my shadows cast aside, faced by the man I've become, nowhere left to hide. Meet the eyes of a haunted soul at the duel of dusk's patrol. Fire and smoke may decide who's lost and who survived. Still riding through the revenge where wild spirits bend, the past's a noose that tightens with the truths I can't amend. This revenge I ride alone becomes my broken throne, in a kingdom of bone where love's never grown. So I'll ride neath the cursed sky till the day I die, chasing shadows side by side with the ghosts of you and I.
In the shadow of the church, where the wild roses die, underneath that haunted moon, in the blackbird's cry, there's a whisper in the wind on the edge of night, where the ghosts dance with dust just out of sight.
Whiskey bottles lay buried in the sands of regret. Each step echoes a story that time won't let us forget. Gone with the gunslinger down that cursed trail, chasing shadows in the valley where the brave man fell. The desert holds a secret like a burning scar. Gone with the gunslinger beneath a lonesome star. He rode in from the silence of a forgotten grave, with eyes like winter ashes and a heart no love could save. Betrayed by a brother over gold in the stream, now his soul's just a captive of that broken dream. By the light of a dying fire in the cold of dawn, he swore revenge on the wind before the innocence was gone. Gone with the gunslinger where the cold winds wail, past the echoes of the train on that rusty rail. The desert knows his sorrow beneath the crying star. Gone with the gunslinger where the lost things are. Silence he stands where the church once burned, facing down the memory of the love he spurned. The whistle of the train is like a ghostly cry, telling him the truth that the past won't die. Gone with the gunslinger to the end of his days, through the dust storms and the heartache in the silent haze. Let the desert bury all where the old ghosts spar. Gone with the gunslinger beneath the final star. In the shadowy vale where the wild dogs wail, under moonlit skies the cursed land lies. Whiskey bottles lay by the graves unmarked, as the church down the lane burns cold and dark. Smoke rises high, blends with the cries. Ghost trains whistle past, oh how the dead don't die. This cursed land holds me with a thorny embrace. Lost souls wander, each with an unremembered face. Once knew love's soft touch in these desolate sands. Her laughter now dust, whisked away by cursed hands. Betrayed by a brother with greed in his eyes, left me for dead under black stormy sky. Smoke swirls like spirits in the twilight's red glow. Echoes of laughter from the life I used to know. This cursed land whispers with a vengeful voice, reclaim what was stolen. Seems I got no choice.
their silence reigns. Stood face to face with my pain's remains. A showdown with shadows from my past so bleak. The truth hits hard, leaves the strong feeling weak. Now the smoke settles on this cursed plot. I've taken my revenge, gave it my last shot. This land keeps its secrets like a silent vow. In the cursed land of smoke, I'll make my final bow.
Underneath the black sun, the whispering sands call. Through the ghost town echoes, past the broken walls. Whiskey bottle laying in the grip of a dying hand. Dust devils dance where once stood a promised land. Whispers in the black sun, secrets of the scorn, voices of the vanished. In the silence they're reborn. Fate of fallen angels, branded by the blaze. Lost loves and lies in the desert's mournful gaze. She was a shadow in the shimmer of the heat waves' rise. Her love a fleeting storm across relentless skies. He wore betrayal like an old weathered coat. Trails of redemption, words he never spoke. Whispers in the black sun, cries beneath the crow, haunting the horizon where no righteous man will go. Every burning church, a tale of rage untold. In the heart of darkness, in the hollow cold. By the forgotten graves he heard the train's sad song. The steel rails weeping for all that went wrong. Stood before the ruins, his past in the ash. A duel with his ghosts in the thunder's flash. Whispers in the black sun, now he rides alone across cursed lands where the wind has only blown. In the silence of surrender or the storm of revenge, he's just another story at the world's frayed edge.
In the shadows where the whiskey rivers flow, under moonlight scorn, the church bells toll no more. Lonely roads stitched with forgotten names, through the dust storms roll, carrying my blame. Midnight in the church fire, glowing red as rage. Silent prayers turn to whispers
lives in this cursed stage. Ashes fall like snowflakes on this barren land. All that's left is a gun still burning in my hand. There's a ghost town waiting where our love once bloomed. That old wooden cross now scorched and consumed. Neath the sky that mourns with stars that weep lies the secret that the old church keeps. At midnight in the church fire, embers tell no lies, haunted by the specters of old sorrowful goodbyes. Echoes of the choir, trapped in flames embrace, a prayer for my darling, lost without a trace. By the altar I stand, with shadows at my side, face the man who swore she'd be his bride. 2 shots rang clear through the cold night air, one for my heart, the other in despair. Midnight in the church fire, where my vengeance bled, laid him down beside his lies in the forgotten bed. And now I roam a phantom in the night's cold snare, a soul untethered, riding winds of despair. Each verse echoes the haunting sway of desert winds, carrying tales of old sins whispered by spirits still wandering the forsaken paths.